A reading from the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 7. True worship against the temple. The word came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, "Stand at the gate of the temple of the Lord, and there proclaim this message. Say, listen to the word of the Lord, all you of Judah, who come in by these gates to worship the Lord. The Lord Sabaoth, the God of Israel, says this: amend your behavior and your actions, and I will let you stay in this place. Do not put your faith in delusive words such as, this is the Lord's temple, the Lord's temple, the Lord's temple. But if you really amend your behavior and your actions, if you really treat one another fairly, if you do not exploit the stranger, the orphan and the widow, if you do not shed innocent blood in this place, and if you do not follow other gods to your own ruin, then I shall let you stay in this place, in the land I gave forever to your ancestors of old. Look, you are putting your faith in delusive, worthless words. Steal, would you? Murder, commit adultery, perjure yourselves, burn incense to Baal, follow other gods of whom you know nothing. Then come and stand before me in this temple that bears my name, saying, now we are safe to go on doing all these loathsome things. Has this temple that bears my name become a den of bandits in your eyes? I at any rate can see straight, declares the Lord. Just go to the place which used to be mine at Shiloh, where I once gave my name a home. See what I have done to it because of the wickedness of my people Israel. And now, since you have done all these things, declares the Lord, and refused to listen when I spoke so urgently, so persistently, or to answer when I called you, I shall treat this temple that bears my name and in which you put your trust, the place that I gave to you and your ancestors, just as I treated Shiloh. And I shall drive you out of my sight, as I did all your kinsfolk, the whole race of Ephraim. Alien gods. You must not intercede for this people, nor raise either plea or prayer on their behalf. Do not plead with me, for I will not listen to you. Can you not see what they are doing in the towns of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? The children collect the wood, the fathers light the fire, the women knead the dough to make cakes for the Queen of Heaven. And to spite me, they pour libations to alien gods. Is it really me they spite? Demands the Lord. Is it not, in fact, themselves to their own shame? So, Lord God says this: my anger, my wrath will be poured down on this place, on humans and animals, on the trees of the countryside and the fruits of the soil. It will burn and not be quenched. Worship without sincerity. The Lord Sabaoth, the God of Israel, says this: add your burnt offerings to your sacrifices and eat the meat. For when I brought your ancestors out of Egypt, I said nothing to them, gave them no orders about burnt offerings or sacrifices. My one command to them was this: listen to my voice, then I will be your God, and you shall be my people. In everything, follow the way that I mark out for you, and you shall prosper. But they did not listen. They did not pay attention. They followed their own devices, their own stubborn and wicked inclinations, and got worse rather than better. From the day your ancestors left the land of Egypt until today, I have sent you all my servants, the prophets, persistently sending them day after day, but they have not listened to me, have not paid attention. They have deliberately resisted, behaving worse than their ancestors. So you will tell them all this, but they will not listen to you. You will call them, but they will not answer you. Then you are to say to them, this is the nation that will neither listen to the voice of the Lord its God, nor take correction. Sincerity is no more, it has vanished from their mouths. Idolatrous worship again, the threat of exile. Cut off your tresses, throw them away. On the bare heights, raise a dirge. For the Lord has rejected, has abandoned a generation that stirred his wrath. For the people of Judah have done what is evil in my eyes, declares the Lord. They have set up their horrors in the temple that bears my name to defile it, and have built the high places of Topheth in the valley of Ben Hinnom to burn their sons and daughters, a thing I never ordered, that had never entered my thoughts. So now the days are coming, declares the Lord, when it will no longer be called Topheth or the valley of Ben Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. Topheth will be used as a burial ground for lack of other space. The corpses of this people will be food for the birds of the sky and the animals of the earth, and there will be no one to drive them off. I shall silence the sound of rejoicing and mirth, and the voices of bridegroom and bride in the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, for the land will be reduced to desert. The word of the Lord.